What is up, everyone? We're doing a test hand video, combo hand video, I should say, for Traptrix. Did deck revolve on this kind of recently, I think, within the last couple weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a nice shuffle here. One, two, three, four, and five. Triple okay. Triple mantis, weird, but kind of playable, I think. So we can normal summon the mantis effect. This is going to grab us the Arachna. Yeah, grab the Arachna. Link 1, make Sarah. Special the Arachna. Trigger Sarah to set a trap. I think we're going to set the Holotea. Flip the Holotea. Discard Terrifying. Because we use the trap. Trigger Sarah again to set a trap. Summon a monster. I think we'd just be better off using her. And sadly, this does put us in Nib territory. So you can use her effect, reset this, overlay into Rafflesia, so you have access to any trap hole left in the deck, which you have access to any trap hole left in the deck from here, plus 1 disruption off the Nightmare, which isn't that bad. Opening 3 Mantis is odd. Alright, next hand. This deck doesn't have like so many combos. It's actually a very, very simple deck. It's like the inside of knowing like what trap holes to use. That can be a little difficult. Evenly, Nibiru, so going second, that's fine. Holotea, Myrmelio, and Arachna. So, summon Myrmelio, grab a hole. I think we're just simply going to grab Floodgate. Link 1 into Sarah again. We can either go for the trap first, or we can go for using the monster effect first. I think let's go for the trap first. So set, flip Holotea to summon, pitching. You can pitch the Evenly or the Floodgate. You'd probably pitch the Floodgate, and that's going to trigger Sarah for the monster effect. Or to summon a monster. Again, just Dynera, grab Floodgate. Her effect triggers. You would reset this. Using Sarah, you would then set another trap. Think in this case, probably a Trap Hole Nightmare. Then once again, Rafflesia, and you have access to every other trap hole in your graveyard. And these two right here. Floodgate is very, very good versus the Kashtira matchup. When it comes to like a deck like Branded, they can actually they side deck sometimes like Jinzo for Expulsion to get rid of the trap card. To stop trap cards, which also works very well versus Labyrinth. Alright, again, give us a good shuffle. We haven't hit like Punika or the Garden or anything like that, or Parallel Exceed yet. Nibiru, Imperm, Holotea, Parallel, Evenly. So sadly, it looks like our only option is to do Holotea. Holotea pitched evenly. Use the Holotea for Sarah. Trigger parallel to summon another parallel. Now from this point, it all depends. If you feel like your opponent has Nibiru, you can make Rafflesia. Or you can make another rank 4. So if you feel like your opponent does have Nibiru, even though you're going to be risking it, make something like Ping detach, search your deck for a Traptrix. Punica works, or Melio. Because we didn't normal summon. So I think the best option would probably be Punica for the extra normal summon. Trigger Sarah because we used a monster. Grab Floodgate. Normal summon. Effect. Grab Garden. Garden gives them battle protection. Plus we have a hand trap and Nibiru. It does suck that we had to use the Ping to kick this all off, but sometimes you don't have a choice. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sadly, once again, we would have to kick off with the Holotea pitching evenly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Mermelio effect. Grab Holotea. Link into Sarah. Use Holotea. Sadly, we have to pitch the Imperm. Sarah's going to grab us. There's like nothing really super good we can grab. Probably get this in rotation. She isn't going to trigger because we don't have a effect. Or we don't have a Trap Bowl Engrave, I should say. Once again, because if they have Nibiru. So Activate Garden gives us a bonus normal summon. We can use Arachna special, triggering Sarah to set a trap. Set something like Floodgate. And so this would give us, this protects our back row. We can trigger Sarah easily off either the Floodgate or their Rafflesia. Plus we have an Ashen Hand. The thing is with Traptrix is that it doesn't make a very impressive board, or a very big board, but it has options in deck that you can use. Like, you can copy the effects of Trap Holes with Rafflesia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, we would activate Prosperity. For 3, the 3 that I like sending the most are Almaris, Exciton, and probably a Zeus. So banish these 3. We're looking for basically any Traptrix. Mantis, Nibiru, Puddinka. I think what we would get is Puddinka. Normal summon her. Get her effect to search out Garden. If that's another Prosperity. So we can't draw cards for the rest of this turn, which isn't an issue because we don't draw in this deck. We just search. Puddinka, link away for Sarah. Trigger Parallel in hand. Parallel, but then summon out another Parallel. Assuming they don't have something like Nibiru, Imperm. Simply at this point make Rafflesia, Garden for the bonus normal summon, set Holtea, flip Holtea, pitch Nightmare, summon the Holtea, trigger the Sarah because we use a trap for a monster. Her effect triggers, reset the Nightmare. Because we use her effect, Sarah triggers. Set like Floodgate or something like that. Overlay into Ping. Probably best to detach the Holtea her effect to get the Holtea in line. Search. You can simply search out Melio here or Arachna or Mantis. I think we're going to search out the Arachna because during your opponent's turn, you can quick effect summon it and trigger the Sarah effect to set a trap to give us something else. So it is also important to note that Rafflesia says that it's unaffected by trap cards as well as material, as Pink says that as well, and Sarah says that, well, Sarah says unaffected by trap cards. Anyways, Traptrix monsters I control, except for Rafflesia, cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. So, can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by battle, or these cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. Garden also protects these from being destroyed by battle first time each. Then our Arachna in hand protects my back row from being destroyed for the first time each. So Harpies, Lightning Storm, things like that won't destroy like the back row. It protects them. Ping also, the other effect of Ping is it gains protection from the activated effects of cards with the same type as this card's material, so it's unaffected by plants. When a opponent's monster or monsters is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, I can attach one of those monsters to it as material. So it gets protection from, let's say you're playing against, I don't know, Kashira. They banish it for a card effect, or they banish for a card effect, or whatever. You attach it to Ping. Ping then comes unaffected by Psychics. If you're playing against a rogue decks, I don't know, like Hero, attach Warrior, things like that. So I think we're going to do one more test hand with this. One, two, three, four, five. Nothing really here. Prosperity. So 1, 2, probably Almaris, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sadly, this might be a make Sarah and pass kind of hand. Normal Arachna, make Sarah, set these 3. Impermanence negate. This can destroy and banish, and this is a negate and burn for 2,000 plus Ashen Hands negate. So once again, not really an impressive hand by any means, because that was kind of a dud. It is really weird. It's really funny that Konami put out the Traptrix structure deck and basically made arguably one of the best budget decks. With a few upgrades, you can actually probably do very well at a more higher tier event other than locals. Even locals, you can probably do well with just 3 structure decks. There were some lists before that I did see that were just 3 structure decks, and they did very well at regionals, which is something we haven't seen in a long time, probably since Monarchs. So, shuffle up a little bit more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still play Boundless to use with Rafflesia against something like Jinzo or Danko Seka, because it's not a trap effect, it's Rafflesia copying its effect, and so they don't lose their, so it's not negated. So, from here, we're going to Prosperity. 1, 2, 3. I think it'd be better to grab the Holotea, because we have 3 trap pulls in hand as it is. Normal Puddinka. Search out the Guardian for battle protection and an extra normal summon if we get another Traptrix monster in hand. So Link into Sarah, set Holotea, activate Holotea. I think we're just going to pitch the Bottomless. Trigger. To summon, trigger to set, trigger to set another one. In this case, might as well set the other Floodgate. Make Rafflesia. And so, once again, we have Floodgate protection, Boundless to get rid of a problem monster that they summon. So basically, how this field ends up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions. We can trigger Sarah twice off either one trap and the monster effect, which can get us into something from Melio to pop a back row, or special summon Puddinka from the deck to banish the special summon monster. And again, battle protection, because this gives battle protection, and also this prevents him from being destroyed by battle once per turn. Unaffected by traps, unaffected by traps. You do arguably lose to like Lava Golem or Kaiju, but if they Kaiju you, they have to make a choice here, and so they have to figure that one out. Lava Golem, they would just take both, but that would put Traptrix, Holotea in your graveyard, which then you can use Holotea's effect to summon out Puddinka from graveyard. This is going to banish opponent's special summon monster until the next Samba phase. Then they can summon it back. But it is a spot removal for problem monsters. And again, these 3 are just more of the same. So this deck, again, is very simple, but effective. I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.